Oh, hey everybody. Jason Burmis here. I'm walking and talking with my favorite little lady, Karma. You know. Well, that was a quick kickoff, huh? So we are back, and Karma and I are walking, and what's the big story the past couple days that goes outside of the realms of COVID 1984, folks? Well, it is in fact what? It is this aliens are real and the Pentagon footage, as if that's new. Got news for people. Pentagon footage that everybody's talking about? Not new. Not new at all. In fact, the 3 videos that, they posted and, everybody's, so up in arms about have been on television. In fact, they're on that Tom DeLonge To the Stars Academy website. They're on that Ridiculous History Channel show. And it's time to really talk about what they are, because I keep seeing them and people still keep acting like they're alien evidence. They're not. Let me repeat that. They're not. First of all, 2 of them are a little more questionable on what they are, other than one that definitely to me looks like a craft that is not, let me repeat, not a plane. Now, there are debunkers out there like Mick West and others that'll tell you, this is a plane and they've done a bunch of videos on it. I'm not under that assumption, but you have to understand, folks, okay? We haven't seen anything declassified in the realm of manned aircraft since what? Since the first Gulf War. Think about that, and the stealth bomber. Do you think, and that was old technology then. That was old technology then. Do you honestly believe that the United States military and even other militaries and governments around the world don't have other types of propulsion technology? I want you to think real hard about that for a second, because a lot of people are still extremely unaware of how our astronauts get to the ISS, right? The International Space Station. Was everybody aware that the US rockets that they tried to deploy just a few months ago, and you can go Google this or look it up, failed. Our rockets, are we going across the street, Carm? Okay, we can do that for you. Our rockets are not good enough to get our astronauts to the ISS. So how do they get there? They use Russian rockets. They go with them. And that's an important factor here. And the other important factor is that post-World War II, that was part of the very, very real competition that kicked off what people will know as the Cold War. Other than the nuclear arms race, it was a technology race for propulsion systems. Now, if you haven't read Annie Jacobson's book, Area 51, or heard some of her interviews, then you might not realize what Area 51 really was. And it was the Central Intelligence Agency's move post-World War II to deal with classified technologies and beyond. And when I say classified technologies, I'm not just talking about propulsion technologies, although with, corporate entities such as Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and others, they would develop those types of things. I mean, that's where some of the most well-known planes and old school UFO reports come from, okay? So aside from that, they were also doing human experimentation. And if you watched my Mixed Martial Mindset with John Fitch last night, I pointed to the fact that, everybody talks about the Tuskegee experiments, et cetera, and a lot of the things that were done to people unknowingly through the years that Bill Clinton had to admit to, right? We could talk about MK Ultra all day, the sub-programs there. But one of the things that Annie Jacobson points out is that the Department of Energy was actually involved in a lot of this human experimentation, radiation on human beings, and beyond. You could even say that some of them would be eugenic type experiments. And when I was talking to John Fitch about it yesterday, I go, listen, man, you can type in, and anybody can do this right now, New York City cancer injections, something like that, injects kids. And in Brooklyn, in a Brooklyn hospital in the 60s, they were taking terminally ill or mentally retarded children and injecting them with shit. It's a fact. Okay, that's not me speculating. That's not made up. That's a fact. Right, Carm? And she's walking. She's walking. Oh, so we did that. That hasn't been popularized. Why am I talking about that in relation to UFOs, the Pentagon, Area 51, and Annie Jacobsen? Well, in her book, she claims that one of her sources says that the Roswell crash, and by the way, this doesn't seem to be a first-hand source for her. As far as I know, it wasn't a witness to the crash. It was somebody that talked to her after the fact. So again, I can't verify any of this. I can just tell you what she wrote. She said that the saucer from Roswell was indeed a saucer, but it was one developed by the Soviet Union via the Horton brothers. Okay? And you got to check out the Horton brothers, Operation Harass, all real things. And they actually had the very first flying wing for the Nazis. And it was made out of wood, believe it or not. And she claims the Horton brothers succeeded in building a saucer-like craft with a separate propulsion system that Stalin then basically not only dropped on the United States to crash, but also had genetically modified human beings in the craft that were basically human experimentation. And the reason that they never blew the whistle, are we going that way, baby? Is that the way you want to go? All right, we'll go this way then. And the reason that they never blew the whistle was because she said, we were doing it too. We were doing it too. And I get it. We all want to believe that America's #1 and we're the red, white, and blue. We would never do that to human beings. But anybody who's studied this stuff, anybody who's looked at MK Ultra, anybody who's looked at the people behind eugenics, aka the Rockefeller Foundation and others, know that this is the real deal. So, circling back to the Pentagon videos and the aircrafts and everybody, aliens are real. Aliens are real. Look, I'm not here to tell you there's no other life in the universe. I'm not here to tell you that some of the stuff that's presented in ancient theory, right, isn't interesting. Sure, it is. But 99% of it is hogwash and ridiculous. And you have to ask yourself why the History Channel has, I mean, other than the fact that it's great for ratings, right, because people want to see that, has ramped up the production of things like Ancient Aliens all the time, and now Tom DeLonge's show, which, again, is what? Showing you that footage again and again and again. And every time I watch that damn DeLonge show, I can't stand it because you got that one military guy that's supposedly, no, Karma, she's another dog. Guys, so this is going to be the whole thing. Nope, Carm, nope. No, Karma, no. Karma, come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Sorry, guys. She's enjoying her walk. It's awesome out today, by the way. Totally awesome. Thumbs the video up. Subscribe if you're new. By the way, Karma's still doing really good. I mean, obviously, she's got the limp, but she was given 2 to 8 weeks to live back in August. We've got her on the turmeric curcumin. No, come on. I see you still looking. Turmeric curcumin, vitamin E. We've got her on fenbenzidol, and of course, the highest grade CBD you can buy. I get that from Honest Plus. Only 48 thumbs up. Can we get some more thumbs up, please? So once again, you have to ask yourself why the History Channel, okay, which is, you know, Hearst Media, total propaganda, is constantly promoting this stuff. Constantly promoting this stuff. Constantly promoting this stuff. And I gotta tell you, it feels to me like this is like the new religion, right? You know, forget about the Bible or the Quran or the Torah or any of that, right? Let's forget about that. And now let's believe in this Sitchin-esque aliens are our gods and they're the ones that created humanity and we should be subservient to them, really, right? If they exist at all. And I think this really just adds to the confusion. There's a documentary out there from years and years and years and years and years ago called Ancient Aliens Debunked. Now, this is probably like first, second season of Ancient Aliens. A lot of the Von Donigan stuff. But it's 3+ hours long. And look, he does a great job of explaining so much of the technology that, you know, the ancient astronaut theorists have tried to pin to aliens and not ancient civilizations, right? And look, I'm only 40. I haven't been around 400 years. I haven't been around 4,000 years. I don't know what happened. I don't have the answer for everybody, that's for certain. But I am always highly skeptical of what is... Come on, quick, come on. No, this way, we're going this way. No, we're going this way. I'm always highly skeptical when the History Channel's pushing it. You know, I was on the History Channel, I don't know, 13 years ago, maybe 14 years ago now, 2006, 2007. It was a total hit job. You know, they weren't interested in the truth. They weren't interested in asking real questions. No, what were they interested in? Controlling the narrative. And that's why when I see these things mega trending, and I look at these videos that have been around forever, and really all you're seeing is the possibility of classified aircraft being used, right? And those military pilots have no idea because they're not part of that program. That's it. That's what you're watching. So guys, I did the exclusive Rockfin video at noon. You can check it there. You can sign up for free at rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com/Jason Burmis. And that's where you'll find a 20-minute live stream. And by the way, you should join that because it's free. We do a 20-minute, sometimes more, live stream every week on various topics, and I hit a lot of them today. So make sure to go check out that exclusive video after you check this one out. Thumbs the video up on the way out. If you want to financially support me, I got the GoFundMe. That's how I'm doing it. Fully demonetized on YouTube. I will be appealing on the 6th, the first possible chance I get. I will highly doubt they are going to remonetize my channel, but I am going to try. Karma smells more dog action. Come on, baby. We're going. We're going. So guys, I love you. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you on the flip side.